You know, one of the first memories that I have with music is my dad having this little harmony baritone ukulele around the house, and had, you know, 4-string ukulele. And I originally wanted to be like George. I wanted to play drums in a band, and you know, my dad was always encouraging, but he said, I don't know if that's gonna work at home, son. You know, why don't you start taking up guitar? So that's what I did, and I'm kind of glad, you know, because it's been something that, you know, my family introduced me to, and something that's been a lifelong hobby, and something that has actually retained my interest the whole time. You know, I've never stopped. I started when I was like 15, and ever since then, you know, I'll be 40 next year, and I just have never put it down, not even for a month, not even for a week. It's been like my third arm my whole life.
George, did it drive your mom nuts when you started playing drums?
Yes, it definitely drove my parents nuts. So what they did was, we had a basement, so they said, go ahead and put your drums down in the basement, and as long as you stay down there, everything will be all right. And I just loved banging on things, and I loved music, and I just kept at it through the years, and here I am.
My parents were very supportive. They didn't think I played very well early on, of course. I heard my first Led Zeppelin album, and I thought, I don't know how they do that, but I want to learn how to play. And that's what really sparked it for me. But I'd always loved music, and it's always just been a big part of my life. Yeah.
I first met George several years ago. We were working on an album project together with a singer-songwriter, and you know, going into the studio is a lot different than playing live, and having been in the studio under a microscopic lens, you know, you get in there and everything just has to be right. You can't fake it. I knew that George, who I had met before, you know, like around town, I knew that this was somebody that was going to have the potential to work with, you know, later on down the line, you know, and really be a solid and good contributor to a band, you know, a great bandmate, you know, straightforward, no ego involved at all, you know, really participatory, and exactly what, you know, somebody that wants to create a professional band would want.
I definitely stuck around because I knew good things would come.
I met Chip at a jam session that we had out on the Delta, and at that point in time we were looking for a bass player, and Chip wound up to be the guy. You know, he was just the right fit, had the right persona, the right energy, you know, that we were looking for.
And when I first met George, Jeremy had hired him to play at Lou's Blues, and after that, Jeremy would call me up every once in a while and say, "You want to fill in on bass, you know, for this gig?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. Is George going to be there?"
We're all in a spot in our lives where we love the music. You know, we all know each other very well, and beyond our friendship and brotherhood is, you know, the way that the things overlap, where one person's weaknesses start, the other person's strengths start. We really have simplified our approach towards music. Actually, instead of trying to make it more complicated, we've tried to, you know, narrow it down to what are the aspects and the key components that make it work. The simplicity, the drive, the emotional content. We're on the lighter side and the harder edge of the blues, where we kind of bring, you know, a dance beat and a groove that's so powerful with these guys in the rhythm section that, you know, what we're trying to really do is engage an audience and get them to want to be moving and want to dance, want to have a good time. You know, that's what we're all about. That's what the Dangerous Mood does, is we get people motivated in any given event to have a good time. The title of the new CD, it's kind of up in the air, but we're leaning towards one of the songs that we like a lot. The title of the song is Blues for Sale.
Blues for sale. Some new and some used. Blues for sale. Some new and some used. What the price you like? We got the blues for you. got the blues for you.